got a Sportage in here. They went to Minute Lube and said there's an oil leak and the knock sensor and a transmission fluid. There was a bit of sweating from here. Clean this off. It was absolutely nothing. Check the fluid level. It's good and it's clean. I cleaned off their oil filter because it was dripping a bit, and that happens, and you can see the oil was getting on the pan and dripping back a bit. That's from the oil filter. One thing they didn't mention, if you look at, I'm not sure what this is on the Sportage, but it's some sort of valve, it looks like, an oil cooler right there, some sort of cooler there, maybe a transmission oil cooler or something. The coolant lines come into there, and you can see the staining on that oil cooler, or whatever that thing is. And that's antifreeze staining. You can see when it dries, it gets that look to it. So there's been a bit of a leak going on there, and you can see it up onto the rad hose there. Maybe it's spraying onto the rad hose, or it could be coming back from the radiator to here and on here, because if you look at the rad here, look at the damage done from all the rocks, and you can see the rad is actually a little bit of leak right there, maybe in the corner, but look at how it's drooping down. And I don't know if that's just after years of having rocks. You can see that's the front end of the car. If that's where the rocks have been hitting and have just mushed that rad down a bit and hammered it up. But that's probably gonna start leaking if it's not leaking now. You can see right in the corner how it's discolored a bit right there. That might be the leaking starting there. And that may be blowing back onto the rad hoses here and the transmission there. So that may be what's causing that. I didn't check the level. They checked the level at Minute Lube. Theoretically, it's supposed to be okay, but everything else is fine.